Hey there guys, this is Cool Kid LOL19 again, bringing you another Minecraft video. As you can see, the settings have changed. I'm in a new building, a new place, a new world. And I found my piece of land right here, so I decided this is suitable for my mob trap that I'm going to make. And I'm going to show you how to make it. For this tutorial video, I have turned off monsters. It's on peaceful mode because I really don't want any interruptions while I'm showing you how to make it. So if it becomes nighttime and there's no monsters, don't think something's up. It's just and it's on peaceful mode. Now, as you can see, I'm carving out some dirt so I can make the wall that my mob trap will be on flat. See, flat wall. That's what you want. Um, I'm going to continue forward onto the top of my mob trap over here and fill in any space that has not been filled in so far. The reason you do this is because you obviously want flat land. More monsters will spawn on flat land than on a hilled area. For what reason, I don't know, but that's how it is. So just fill in all the spaces. And for the purpose of this tutorial video, I'm making a relatively ridiculously small mob trap just to show you how it's done. You can make whatever size you want. On my old video, it was 32 by 32, I believe, and it was quite big. It took me about 17 hours to make, but it was worth it in the end because I got all the monster drops and I made tons of TNT, tons of bone meal, all that stuff. Um, so do like I'm doing here, make a flat piece of land on the top, and my recommendation for making the mob trap is to go 50 by 50. That's 2,500 spaces, which is quite a bit. But that gives you so much space for the monsters to spawn that you will have so many monsters in your trap that the item rate will be ridiculous. Um, and that's really what you want, the items, unless for whatever reason you're sick and you want to torture little creepers, but that's it's up to you. Um, now that my land is flat, I'm going to go back to my house and collect some buckets because I forgot to bring some. Stupid me. Oh well. You need two buckets at the least. If you have more, perfect. Have more. Um, Now, while I go get my buckets, I want to talk to you about the mob trap that I'm making. In this video, I did not add lava like I had on my old one. I did not add, um, special like barriers for spiders and stuff. But I will explain how you can do it. And if I get enough likes on this one, 25 likes, I'll show you the full-fledged lava everything production. I just won't really commentate on it. I'll do like a full 20-hour 50 by 50 mob trap, and I'll show you the process. I'll just have to fast forward it ridiculously and show you how it's done. It's not too hard. It's just the actual making. Actually, I don't think it'll be quite 20 hours because that was including the farming of all the dirt because I used dirt to make my old mob trap. And of course, have your buckets filled with water. But I think minus the actual mining of the dirt, I think it'd only take me like 2 hours to make the mob trap. So I'll probably, if I fast forward it 4 times, I'll probably be able to fit the whole mob trap in 2 videos, part 1, part 2. I will once I make that, if I get 25 likes on this video, I will leave a link in the description, and for all my subscribers, you will, of course, get the feed of it, so you'll be able to see it. If you haven't already, subscribe. The more people that subscribe to my channel, the more I'll be likely to make gameplay videos. It could be Minecraft, it could be anything. But here you see I'm making a 2 by 2 square, which is 4 spaces. The reason you want this is so you can fill one side with water and another side with water. Now you have 4 perfect pools of water, so you can keep filling your buckets non-stop without having to go to the ocean or anything. It'll just keep refilling itself every time you do it. But don't do it inside your actual mob trap space because it will you can't remove it because you keep taking water and it keeps refilling. So keep it outside of your mob trap. Now, as you can see, I am digging a 2 space by a lot of spaces. I'm doing it kind of wrong right now because I don't know. I was just digging. I felt like digging, but what you really need is, I'll show you in a second, you need 2 spaces wide by 6 spaces long. The reason why you need 6 spaces is because water in Minecraft travels 7 spaces maximum from the original block. As you can see here, I'm counting the spaces. So if it travels 7 spaces, you don't want 7 spaces because then it'll end right at the end of your mob trap. You want it 6 so the end can flow over like a waterfall. Now you can see there's my waterfall, and all of the water, because I put it on the 2 corners, is flowing down. And that's what you want, downward flowing water. So when the mobs step in there, they go down the water, down the waterfall. Now if I had a glass barrier here protecting the water, they wouldn't have been able to fly out like they did for me, and they would have just went straight down the water. Now I know monsters can now jump in the water, but that's not really a big deal, because if you have a 50 by 50 mob trap, there's going to be so many monsters coming down your waterfall that they really won't have a chance to jump out, because there'll be so many on top of them just blocking them, and the loot will roll in like nothing. It's going to be amazing, I'm telling you. I'm going back to fill my buckets again with the never-ending water. And it's getting dark, which kind of sucks, but I'm going to show you how I made it. Like, I didn't have just one path of water. I had multiple paths leading to the main path being the middle path. But right here I kind of failed it, so I'm going to refill this plot. And I'm going to dig a little bit further down so the water doesn't enter my secondary well. I'm failing again, and I'm doing it on the side, which is no good. You always need 1 block away from the side. See, I fix it here. If it gets a little dark, I'm sorry. I tried to do my best, but I couldn't really make it happen. I didn't really think about it, I guess, but I made a pretty good video, so I don't want to redo it. Excuse me. Now I have a connecting path, and I do the same exact thing as I did for the first one. You make your water both corners so it's flowing straight downwards. And now look, I step in the water here, and I flow down. I'm flowing down sideways, but wait, I reach the middle path and it shoves me the other way down the waterfall like you want it to. And as you can see, the dirt that I chopped came down right there. That's where your loot bin is going to be for your water. So just keep that in mind. Now, it's getting pretty dark, so I'm going to stop the video here, and I'm going to sleep for the night so it becomes day, and I will start the video back in a short moment. Alright guys, I'm back. I have some glass, and I'm going to show you how to make your loot trapper and mob trapper at the same time. You need to put glass in an arc like that, so there's room for the loot to fall through. You can build it really however you like, as long as there's a space one by however many sideways you want square for the loot to fall through. I usually like 1 by 2 because it makes it all in one general area. You keep filling it up with glass, such as I'm doing right here, and you make sure that you do it all around because you don't want the monsters to come attack you while you're waiting for your drops. That's not ideal. As you can see, I just keep building it up because I need to make sure the monsters don't come out. That's the key part of building a mob trap. So I trap them in with the glass. And the reason I use glass over anything else is so you can see what's happening inside. If you're afraid of creepers or whatever, you can put cobblestone. I don't care. It's really up to you. But as you can see, I cut out 1 space here. The reason I do that is because I'm going to build an archway above the oh, see, there's an example of me drowning. See, the monsters can't get out forward. The only way they can get out is up. But with the massive amount of monsters that are going to be coming, it's going to be practically impossible. And you see how hard that pressure was from the water going down. It's really tough to get up. And monsters don't constantly press spacebar. They, jump up, jump up, jump up. So I don't think they'll be able to make it out in time. Yeah, like I was saying, I dug out those two spaces of dirt. The reason for that is if they are jumping up, the downward motion of the water will pull them down, and then there's an archway above, so if they keep jumping, they won't be able to jump out because the archway will block them. Now, the reason I'm doing this right here, you're wondering, why are you blocking your waterfall? How are the monsters going to get in there? Well, the reason you do that is because once they get in the water, if you don't build another layer, they're going to be able to jump out of the water. So you need to build another layer like this so when they fall in, they can't jump out. The way to make sure that they enter without having to jump, because monsters don't usually jump all the time, is you put stairs, not the ladders, but the stairs, so they can, like when they're walking, they will just somehow randomly walk right up and in the waterfall, and then they're screwed because they can't jump out. So the only way to go is down your waterfall, so that's why you do that. So you need to do it on every single pathway you have to the thing. And here, the reason I'm going up is because I'm building that archway that I talked about. The archway is there for a couple of reasons. Two, to keep the monsters inside up, especially the spiders, because they could jump out over and attack you, which you don't want. So you build that archway so they can't. Another reason is so that it keeps out the light. You don't want much light getting inside your mob trap, because the more light that's in there, the less of a chance monsters will have to spawn in your mob trap, so you don't want that. So the more space you cover, the less light will get in. And as you saw there, I just showed it for a couple seconds. The loot of the dirt that I had just cut went right down into the waterfall thing, and it shot out into the gathering place, which is what you want. There you go. You have your gathering. It works perfectly. It should. If it doesn't, maybe you messed up a little bit on the water. Just give it a little bit of try. If you're really having trouble, send me a message on YouTube, and I'll be sure to help you however I can. Now I'm showing you here what on my regular mob trap, the one that I had on my previous video, I had lava there. The reason for the lava was when there's spiders, usually they can jump and they can continuously jump and never fall down. Well, I had lava there, so when the other monsters come, they could hit the spiders and launch them right into the lava. But in this video, I didn't really have any lava, so I couldn't really show you. But you get the idea. I'm kind of showing you how to do it right here. But there's an alternate way to do it, and how you do it is test it with all glass, and when there's spiders, you see about what height they're at. Those two blocks right there, they're usually around that height. When they're at that height, that's where they'll keep jumping at you to get to you. Well, what you do is you remove the 2x2 blocks, okay? Those bottom two and those top two. You put sand in the bottom two, and then you plant cactus on the top two where the spider's jumping. So every time it jumps, it hurts itself on the cactus, and eventually it kills itself. That's the way to get string from the spiders. But me personally, I hate spiders, so I hope they burn in lava, and that's why I built the lava extension. But it's completely optional. You don't have to. It just looks pretty cool when you show it in a video. As you can see, my waterfall was a little lopsided on that screen. That's no big deal. Don't worry about it. The only reason the other side is stronger is because I had that connecting pathway, and it really is no big deal. It's not going to affect your mob trap at all. I'm continuing on here, and I will I'm basically just showing you the outer structure, how it's made, what's happening, and it's actually pretty cool design. When you do a 50 by 50 for yourself, it's going to be really interesting seeing all those monsters in your actual mob trap. If you're afraid of the monster sounds, I suggest turning off the sounds for monsters, but that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If I get 25 likes, I'll make a fully detailed 50 by 50 mob trap. Don't be afraid to like it, and subscribe if you're interested. Thank you, and bye.